Ever tried stretching an HDMI cable, like just 1 inch too far?
Oh yeah, it's the absolute worst.
Right, the picture drops, the audio stutters, and you're just left staring at a blank screen. Well, today, on this custom-tailored deep dive, we are looking at a device that completely shatters that physical limitation.
It really is quite the piece of hardware.
Totally. We are unpacking the technical specs of the Smart-AVI HFXS 4K HDMI over fiber cable extender set from HDTVSupply. The mission for you today is to explore how fiber optic technology is quietly replacing the copper wire in modern AV setups. Okay, let's unpack this.
So to appreciate what this hardware actually does, we really need to look at why copper wire fails us in the first place.
Right, because a standard HDMI cable just sends electrical signals.
Exactly. And copper has natural electrical resistance and capacitance. Over short runs, totally fine. But try pushing a dense, uncompressed 4K video signal over, say, 50 feet of copper.
It gets pretty messy.
Yeah, the electricity literally faces friction, the signal degrades, it loses timing, and eventually just, well, falls apart entirely.
It's like a leaky garden hose. I mean, the further the water travels, the more pressure you lose to that friction.
That is a great way to put it.
But the HFXS extender trades that hose for, like, a perfectly mirrored high-speed aqueduct.
Right. It completely bypasses the electrical problem. It takes the ones and zeros of your video feed and uses a class 1 laser to pulse them as light.
Billions of times a second, down a glass tube.
Yeah. And because the signal is converted to light, the data just bounces effortlessly off the walls. You lose basically zero energy.
Which means you can move a staggering volume of data without any extra software.
Oh, absolutely staggering. We're talking about transmitting uncompressed 4K Ultra HD video at 30 Hz, plus 3D HD, and flawless digital audio.
Up to an incredible 1,000 feet, or 300 meters. And it does this using OM3 multi-mode fiber optic cabling.
Right. Multi-mode basically just means the glass core is thick enough to let multiple beams of light bounce down the line simultaneously.
Without confusing the receiver at the other end.
Exactly.
1,000 feet. And firing 10.3 gigabits per second of data using a laser that is low power enough to be completely safe for consumer use. Which, is what Class 1 means.
Yes, totally safe. Pure hardware-driven muzzle.
But wait, 1,000 feet? Let's be real for a second here. At almost $480 for the set, who is actually buying this?
That's the big question, isn't it?
I mean, my couch is maybe 10 feet from my TV, not 3 football fields. This feels like complete overkill for a living room.
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, the real reason you trade copper for light at this scale isn't just about distance.
Oh.
What else is there? It's about survival in harsh environments. Because this extender uses light instead of electricity, it's inherently immune to EMI and RFI.
Meaning electromagnetic and radio frequency interference?
Spot on. Traditional copper wire acts like a giant antenna, It picks up every hum and buzz in the room.
So you could wrap this fiber cable around a massive power generator, and the ambient electrical noise wouldn't even touch the video signal.
Exactly that. Now, picture a medical campus packed with massive MRI machines throwing off heavy electromagnetic fields. Or a bustling airport.
Or a massive call center.
Right. Or even a recording studio where a single electrical buzz ruins an entire take. Light simply doesn't care about electrical noise. It cuts right through the chaos.
That actually makes sense of the other specs on this thing, too. It's really designed as a heavy-duty commercial tool to solve real-world IT headaches.
It definitely is a plug-and-play lifesaver for those fields.
For instance, it's hot pluggable. If you're an IT professional managing a chaotic hospital network, you don't want to shut down the whole system just to swap a cable. You can plug and unplug this live without cracking anything.
Which is huge for uptime.
Plus, it's HDCP compliant, meaning it automatically shapes hands with copy-protected media so you don't get blocked screens, and it's designed and manufactured right in the USA.
Right. The device serves as a perfect case study for why enterprise-level tech relies on fiber. It is about guaranteeing that the data you put in at point A arrives flawlessly at point B.
Regardless of how long or loud the journey is. So what does this all mean?
It means the Smart-AVI HFXS is essentially a highly specialized hardware bridge. It uses the physics of light to perfectly preserve massive amounts of data across huge physical spaces.
Eliminating all that resistance and interference.
Completely eliminating the bottlenecks of traditional copper wiring, yes.
Which leaves you with a pretty wild thought to take away, as our daily data needs continue to explode.
Oh, they definitely are.
Right, from 4K to 8K and beyond. And as commercial tech like this becomes more accessible, how long until the traditional copper wiring in your own home is entirely replaced by webs of light?